Hello, hello, and welcome to the stream. My name is Ade. I'm the veteran arcade soldier, and I'm here with our live watch along of the Liverpool Brentford game. I'm just going to sort out some feedback. 1 minute. feedback. Hopefully that is better now. Okay, so we're here for the Liverpool-Brentford game and obviously to cover the rest of the Premier League games that are happening in the afternoon. That's going to decide so many things. The fight for European contention, the position of who finishes exactly where in the race for the Champions League, and obviously the relegation battle with West Ham and Tottenham. So we'll keep abreast of it all whilst having a chat, etc., and seeing how the Premier League finishes for the season. Right, just give me 2 seconds. And hello to you in the chats. Hello, welcome. As a starting talking point, I was quite surprised at the decision to show the Manchester City Aston Villa game. I assume obviously because they have these games signed up for well in advance that they were thinking it would be maybe Manchester City at home to maybe win it on the final day, and they wanted to have that game as its main one. I do think they should have moved last minute as a bit of a... They could have moved last minute and basically just shunted over and then showed one of the Spurs games or the West Ham game, because there's more riding on the whole relegation battle. But they obviously were trying to focus on the title race that has been decided well in advance. So, yeah, not the greatest planning from Sky there. I'm amazed that they didn't have any contingency plans on that one. But anyway, I'm going live a little bit early. Just in case anyone comes in and wants to have a little chat about the football and the proceedings. But obviously we'll take our time, and I'll leave it for about 10-15 minutes before going through the team lineups. I know the sound is working all good, so yes, fantastic. Yes, very good, thanks. Are you watching the Palace versus Arsenal game? And thank you for jumping in with us. Cam says, watching the Arse game, but I'll hang in the chat. Lovely stuff. You can keep us up to date with little bits because I'm going to try and keep abreast of all the scores as much as possible, obviously without losing track of the main events that have gone on with Liverpool, etc. So yes. Hey, hello Stefan. How are you? Nice to meet you. A new viewer. Where are you from yourself? And please let me know, who do you support? Hello Gary, how you doing, mate? Glad to see you. Gary, are you watching the Arsenal game, or are you going to follow on and watch the Liverpool-Brentford game with us? Let me know. Stefan, let me know who you support, bro. Make sure the graphics are ready. Reset my timer. Yeah, welcome to the channel, Stefan, if you're there. Yeah, please let me know who you support. As you can see, big Liverpool fan. If you've seen some of my content before, you'll know that I'm a big Liverpool fan. But I like to include everyone on the channel. It doesn't matter who you support, where you're from. I just like to have like an environment where, you know, we can all speak about football, share our views, share our passion without any negativity. Do you know what I mean? So that's what I'm all about. Right, in a minute, I'll be going through the team sheets and the lineups to have a look at this final Liverpool match day of the season. I've already seen it already, but it'll be obviously good to talk about it and go over it. See that the fan favourites are already starting, so that is very important to see certain players going off into the Liverpool sunsets with hopefully a good victory and a fond farewell from the fans. So it's going to be an absolutely massive day in the Prem today. We have so many things on the line. We've got the battle for Europe. We've got the battle for relegation. We've got the confirmation of who finishes in the Champions League positions. Obviously, I'm hoping my boys, LiverpoolFC. I do believe we're going to finish in 4th place. I think we're just about scrape over the line today with a victory over Brentford. And I think we're secure 4th place because I think Aston Villa will probably lose. I believe Aston Villa will probably lose to Manchester City in Pep's final game in charge of them. And I think Liverpool will sneak into 4th spot. That's what I'm hoping here. So I'm going to put down my match prediction. So that is my match prediction. Feel free to put your predictions in the chat. It'd be lovely to see who comes out closest. I do think it's going to be a high-scoring game. Brentford are not coming to play about. They're coming because they want to secure European football themselves. And they've got a good chance of securing Europa League qualification or conference qualification, but they need a victory at Anfield, which means they're going to have to go for it. So there's going to be plenty of back and forth. Liverpool are a leaky team as it is. Brentford are quite a leaky team, so obviously 2 attacks on display. Brentford's attack's actually better than Liverpool's in terms of you'd think the quality of player in terms of their actual attack. But on that note, let's see. But I'm going to be going for a Liverpool 3, Brentford 2. Liverpool victory. But let's go through the team sheets. And while I'm doing that, feel free to put your match prediction in the chat. So your starting lineups are as follows. Liverpool with the much maligned manager Arne Slot playing a normal 4-2-3-1 system. A welcome return for the Brazilian number 1, Alisson Becker. Rumours are it could be his final match of his Liverpool career, sadly. We've got Curtis Jones playing at right back. Ibrahim Konate and Van Dijk as a centre-back pairing. And Andy Robertson completing his Liverpool journey playing at left back. We've got Gravenberch and McAllister, the usual pivot, which has let Liverpool down so many times this season. Mohamed Salah playing his final game for the Reds, the Egyptian King, playing on the right side as usual. Dominic Szoboszlai playing as the attacking 10. Rio Ngamoa, the exciting youngster, the 17-year-old, playing off the left in support of Cody Gakpo. The Brentford team managed by the surprise manager contender of the season, Keith Andrews, the man appointed as manager from set piece coach, would you believe it or not, playing their normal 4-2-3-1 system. Keith Kelleher in goal, Liverpool's ex-player, Michael Chiodi at right back, Sepp van den Berg and Nathaniel Collins, the centre-back pairing, Keane Lewis Potter at left back, Jordan Henderson, Liverpool's ex-captain, 12 years at the club, Vitaly Janelt, his centre-back partner, Dango Ouattara playing off the right flank. Matthias Jensen in the attacking midfield row. Kevin Schade playing off the left wing in support of the second highest top scorer of the season, Igor Thiago, Brazilian number 9 currently. So looking at the sub bench, we've got a few players that might be their last games for Liverpool. Federico Chiesa, Wataru Endo, Jeremy Frimpong, not his last game. Joe Gomez could be his. Alexander Isak fit enough for the bench. Milos Kerkez, Giorgio Marmadashvili, who is taking a place on the bench. Trey Morris Nioni, and the expensive man himself, Florian Wirtz, on the bench. So, and on the Brentford bench, we have Josh Da Silva, we have Donovan Furo, who I'm not familiar with. We've got Aaron Hickey, who always has injury problems. Mikkel Damsgaard, quite glad to see him on the bench, one of their danger players. Reece Nelson, the ex-Arsenal player. Ethan Pinnock, who is their kind of sub-centre-back these days. Valder and Ayar. So, yeah, a fairly strong bench from Brentford. The Liverpool bench does look quite strong for once. Right, so going back to the chat. Oh, welcome, Peter. Good to see you, bro. Nice to see you. Hello, Peter. And Peter's going for my... Peter's copying my 3-2, but he's saying it could be 3-2 to either team. I know, and that's the scary thing, isn't it? Like, I kind of understand where you're coming from. I think you may be right. Sadly, it's like a 50-50 shout. I mean, Brentford need the win. I don't know if you was in when you heard when I was talking about it, but you know, Brentford could finish in a conference position and the Europa Conference position, and you know, with a win at Anfield. So we need to get the job done, and we just need to. It's not just about, because obviously we should qualify for Champions League anyway, but it's about going into next season with just a little bit of momentum. Can we just end the season with a win? But, you know, I'd like to say lap of the gods, but it probably will be. That's the mad thing about it. But yeah, we shall see, Pierre. But anyway, everyone else in the chat, how's everyone enjoying the sun? Are you enjoying the sun this bank holiday weekend, Peter? Let me know. The floor is yours. And anyone else in the chat? I'll put the team sheets up there. All right, just doing a few checks on the stream in the background. It's all looking good. Catching up with some of the chat there. As myself saying, I think you may be right, Peter. Cameron says, lovely, thanks, mate. Love the sun. You know this. And Gary says, gorgeous weather. Very, very true. Spot on. Peter says, not seeing that much of the sun. It's a sunny day today. Like, what are you doing with yourself, man? You're not out there, not even got to take a nice stroll sometimes in this weather, my man. But anyway, obviously you do what you want to do, of course. But yeah, it's been absolutely blistering, So yeah, all good. I do love a bit of sun myself, so all good. Let us know if you're still there, Stefan. Let us know who you support, by the way. And if you want to put your prediction in the chat, feel free to do so. And what is everyone thinking regarding the West Ham Tottenham situation? Who does everyone think is going to be going down? I've just got a sneaky feeling that West Ham's going to stay up. I think West Ham are going to beat Leeds at home. And you'd think that Tottenham should be able to get a draw to Everton, but I've just got a weird feeling Everton's going to do something for them. I know, Peter, you kind of want that to happen yourself. But yeah, I've just got a feeling it's West Ham staying up and Tottenham going down. A weird scenario, but yeah, it's just one of those weird things. Maybe it'll be that season Arsenal win the league and their main rivals go down. It's just one of those weird seasons potentially. But yeah, looking at the teams, two strong teams. They're more or less, both teams look as strong as they can go. I mean, obviously, Isak not being fully fit is a problem. Jensen I think the only one that really could play that would be strong would be Mikkel Damsgaard. But, you know, Brentford are going to be a stiff test today for Liverpool, I think. Really stiff test. So, you know, Liverpool boys, hopefully they can get the job done. Quite a few changes in recent times. So yeah, we'll see. I would personally prefer to see Frimpong playing at right back. But Szoboszlai or Jones not being right back is... it is what it is. Hello, Natasha. Nice to see you. Let me bring my face on the screen. Hello, Natasha. Nice to see you again. Have you been enjoying the sun? Nice to see you, of course. Very much my pleasure. Hope you're having a lovely time, you and the family, enjoying the weather, etc. Absolutely scorching. We've got 21 minutes to go. If anyone wants to chat about anything on the chat regarding the footy or life in general, obviously feel free. We've got plenty of time before the watch along starts. Peter says, could a picture of Virgin, Mo, Robbo, Ali and Joey G may be a clue to who's going? Do you know what, Peter? I had the same thought myself. I was really worried when I saw that picture because I'm like, I know I was hoping, are they doing it for Mo and Robbo just to say, look, we're the last guy standing. Hopefully not all 5 leaving. That would just be catastrophic. Haroon Nazar, nice to meet you, bro. Welcome to my stream. Haroon, let me know who you support, my man. Hi, Tasha. Hope all is good. How are you, Natasha? How are things? Haroon, my man. Where are you from, Haroon? Obviously, I can tell by your name. I used to have a friend at school called Haroon. Was from India, but Indian background, Indian family. But are you from India yourself or just Indian heritage? Or even in somewhere else in Asia? But I do like the conviction of how strongly you said you support Liverpool. My man. Natasha says, okay, but I'm a bit concerned they are saying that it looks like Slot is staying. I hope not. I know. This is the thing. There's been a lot of backtracking online recently. And there's that rumour, isn't it? They're bringing in this sporting coach. I can't remember his name, but, it was the assistant coach at Feyenoord, who they're saying they're definitely likely to be bringing him in. And all of that does, Natasha, is point towards him staying. And it's a very difficult situation because we don't want it. But Natasha, look, at the end of the day, we don't want him to stay. We want to change of manager. But if he is staying, all we can do is get behind him and support him. And that's literally all we can do. Haroon says Slot should be out. Out. Haroon, I agree. It should be with the ESAC. Out. A lot of us feel that way, as you know, but it is what it is. Natasha says, but it will be terrible. I know. The football's shambolic. It's terrible. Obviously, Slot is saying he thinks he knows what to do to fix it. He wants some new attacking wingers and stuff. Obviously, we're going to get new players in. So I think next season is going to be better anyway. I think the football should improve, even with Slot, marginally. But I know that's not the point. It's not what we want. But what can we do? We've got kind of limited power. Maybe not spending money in the club shop. Maybe boycotts and whatnot. But ultimately, if these owners want to be pig-headed and stubborn and keep him, there's nothing we can do. Haroon says, I hope Salah and Robbo scores. I hope so too, but I also hope that if Salah already scores, great, Haroon, but I want, if we get a penalty, please just give it to Joe Gomez. If the game is over and it's settled, just get this man on the score sheet because he could be leaving as well. So yeah, it is what it is. But yeah, Haroon, lovely to meet you. My name is Ade. my channel, The Veteran Arcade Soldier. So obviously it would be lovely if you could subscribe to the channel, drop a like on the stream, and it's a pleasure to have you on board. It's a nice community that's very small at the moment, but hopefully will grow. You know, all be friendly and support our team together, other teams and stuff. There's other people in the chat, support Arsenal, other teams, etc. But a lot of Liverpool fans gravitate towards it as well, obviously. What's that loud noise? Oh, is it my sound? Let me have a look. Is it my sound? Is the microphone too loud? Let me know and I'll turn it down maybe. I know, Joe Gomez is crazy. No goals in 11 years. Natasha, let me know about the volume on the microphone because I've just turned it down. Maybe it's too loud. I'm too loud anyway, big mouth. But yeah, I hear you on the Joe Gomez, honestly. Yeah, I know, it's crazy, right? Peter says, seen a clip of your video games, look like a futuristic... yeah, that's... Peter, oh, you're showing your age there. That's like me. I grew up in the arcades with my 10p's, throwing them into Double Dragon, giving it the elbow. But yeah, what's it called? Yeah, Street Fighter 6. So it's still, you know Street Fighter 2 from back in the day. You know, the Hadoukens. It's just the latest version of that. Haroon says, which team do you support other than LFC? In England, obviously not, because we have that kind of tradition here. We don't follow anyone else. But my second team is Barcelona. I've always loved Barcelona. Peter in the chat, he hates Tottenham. I don't mind Tottenham. My friend is a big Tottenham fan. I've been to a lot of Tottenham games. I grew up near Tottenham. I grew up between Haroon, Arsenal and Tottenham. So I've always had quite a soft spot for Tottenham. But yeah, they're in trouble. Natasha says, have you got the monks upstairs? No, I don't. Is the sound a bit better now, or is it still loud? Or let me know what you think the sound was so I could try and fix it. Peter says, no, your sound is good. There was just a big noise for 1 second. Sounded like a guitar string. Oh, I know what it is. Let me know if the microphone is too loud, but basically it's the microphone cord. I just snagged it accidentally with my leg, and I know the sound. It sounds like a guitar fret strum. Natasha says Spurs were good in the 80s, a long time ago. Well, they were very entertaining, weren't they? They always played good football, had a good philosophy like we do. Yet Arne Slot this season has thrown it out of the window. Haroon says, bro, I'm very sad because Salah's leaving. I know, man, I know. But the problem is in football, we get attached to these players and it always comes to an end. Like Haroon, I don't know how long you've been following Liverpool, but I've kind of long grown out of being attached to players, if that makes sense. I'll be sad that he's leaving, obviously, but when I remember a time, being a full-grown adult and Steven Gerrard was going to leave, and I remember feeling like I was going to cry. It was like, what is going on? I've got my baby son in a rocker next to me, and I'm crying. I'm potentially crying because a player's leaving my football team. It's like, wow. But it gets you like that, football. It really does. Slot spoke very highly of Tottenham of old. He did, but then obviously he nearly joined him as manager, didn't he? A year before joining us. Haroon says, I've been supporting LFC since 2014. I hear that. Are you over in the UK, Haroon, or are you somewhere else? Out of interest, everyone's welcome. Just love to know how the fan base works for all of us. Sorry about that noise, Natasha. I gave you obviously a bit of the Guitar Hero by accident. Natasha says, I see they were saying that Maresca has already started work. City, and it looks like they're going to get Anderson and Enzo. Hopefully that will stop United from getting them. Well, yeah. Well, this is the thing. If they get Elliot Anderson, obviously it makes them stronger, but they're strong anyway. And obviously Enzo Fernandez, I mean, that's a good buy. That's the player I wanted a few years ago, Enzo Fernandez. So, yeah, it looks like they're already lining things up already. You're right, Natasha. Yeah, we don't want Elliot Anderson going to Man United. We definitely don't want that. So yes, but ultimately I'm more interested in who do we get. So yeah. Don't forget, guys, before we go live and start the match, do please remember to drop a like on the stream. It's one of them things we have to ask just to get it done and out of the way, because it all helps with the growth of the channel. So yeah, just hit that thumbs up. Give me the thumbs up. And yeah, be much appreciated. Thank you. But yeah, I'm hoping, honestly, like Natasha says, Diamonde, Barcola and Wharton. And that sound is and Liverpool is back again. Yeah, I hope so. Whether we spend, I mean, what are we talking about? If we Diamonde is looking like £80 million, Wharton, I think we can be able to get for 60, 65. So you're talking about 145, and then Barcola is going to be, well, he could be a bit cheaper because he's in a contract standoff with PSG. He's got one more year to go, so I think we could probably get Barcola for 60. So if you're talking about all three, you're talking about those three, probably get for £210 million, those three. Yeah, we'd be back on track, but then do we trust the manager to get the most out of them? Peter says, going to have to spend 350 million plus to get the players we need. Well, do you know something? That's just the three players Natasha mentioned, you're talking about 210 million. Do we need a keeper? I think so. Mohamed Ashvili, I'm not happy with, as I said before. Why not Cole Palmer and Tonali? Tonali, I'll take in midfield. I mean, obviously, I wouldn't mind Cole Palmer, but I mean, I don't think Chelsea will let him go. I think Chelsea, for PSR reasons, will let Martinez, will let Enzo Fernandez go, but then they will, but then they'll be able to spend money as well, won't they? Peter says we need a new keeper. Ali is off. Oh, please keep Alisson one more year. We need a right back, definitely. As of today, still got Curtis Jones playing right back. Ridiculous. Curtis Jones is off. 2 midfielders, 2 wingers, maybe more, I know. But there's only so much we can do. I think obviously next year as well, we could give Nioni. I think Nioni's an excellent young player. He needs to be given his head more. And we need to give some more players a chance. Do you know what I mean? Or get players more in the rotation more. So yeah, 100%. It's a big summer either way, isn't it, guys? It's a big summer ahead. There's a lot we need to do. Haroon says, I hope Virgil stays at least till 20. Oh, 100%. 100% Haroon. I mean, there's even small rumours that he could be off this summer. Obviously, we've got to make sure that doesn't happen. Haroon, Virgil needs to stay, finish his next year, and I think he's probably still going to be able to do it at the top level. Even after that, I would look to give him maybe another year extension potentially. But we need to keep him. He's still the best centre-back around, in my opinion. Natasha says, Lewis Hall from Newcastle. Great shout. A little bit, probably a controversial take. I do like Kirkes. If I could swap Kirkes for Lewis Hall now, I'd do it. I think Lewis Hall is... I can't believe he's not gone with the England squad. I do like Nico O'Reilly. He's a brilliant player. He's actually my young player of the season, the Man City player, but he's not a traditional left back. He's just doing a job. Lewis Hall is a brilliant left back. He's one of the best in the country, 100%. Haroon says, yeah, he got that potential, and he's TGE. I don't know what you mean with that. Or the GOAT, maybe you want to say. Natasha says, or go after West Ham's goalkeeper or Spurs goalkeeper. Oh, Spurs, no way. Not Kinski and not Vicario, no chance. The West Ham goalkeeper, he's not bad. Hermanson, he's not bad. Yeah, so that's a good shout. But we need somebody to... Mohamed Ashvili, I'm very worried about, Natasha. I'm very worried about. I'm glad we don't have to put up with him today. I personally don't feel that Mohamed Ashvili is going to make it at Liverpool. I don't think he's good enough. I don't think he's going to make it. Virgil got that potential, and he's the highest scoring defender this season. Exactly, bro. 100%. Right, we've got 7 minutes. I'm just going to put the team sheets up. I'll be 2 minutes, I'll just put the team sheets up and I'm just going to grab some water and settle back down. Right, so Natasha says Richarlison and Mickey van der Ven bring Kelleher. You're still on this Richarlison thing. I'm not with you with that, sister. Sorry. But I would take Archie Gray from Tottenham. I'll take Mickey van der Ven, but the money they want, I wouldn't. It's too much money. If we can get it from a decent price and they were relegated, and we could I'll take Archie Gray first from Liverpool. That'd be the first player I'll take. Obviously, we will have our opinions, but I'll take Archie Gray and yeah, Van der Ven I would take. Peter says, I read an interesting comment the other day. LFC played attacking football in the first 5 games and won them. Then Arne changed it. And that's the thing, Peter. That's exactly right. And don't get me wrong. We were open in all 5 of those games. And in some ways, we could have lost all 5. But we did win that. But we were open. But what's changed since? We've been open all season, but we've had no attacking threat. So I think he was trying to go, obviously, even more controlled and take the risk out of the game, but then he nullified us. It's like he stunted our attacking play anyway. So why didn't we just have attacking football all season and just be done with it? And if we, kind of ride or die mentality. So yeah, crazy. Haroon says, what do you think about slot preference about Gakpo? Yeah, I mean, I didn't mind keeping Gakpo, Haroon. I would have rather have kept Luis Diaz, but ultimately, I didn't mind the sale of Diaz in the end. I'm kind of going off topic, but I'm happy. I didn't mind them selling Diaz, but bringing a replacement to battle with Gakpo, because that's how you get the most out of Gakpo. When he had Luis Diaz there, they both pushed each other. He's had no one to push him because obviously Slot doesn't trust Rio yet. Maybe next season Rio's going to be more prominent. He can help push Gakpo. I think when Gakpo's got someone to push him, he can put out more. He still scores goals, but he's just not that kind of footballer that gets you excited. But I'm not happy about the over-reliance on Gakpo. I think Gakpo should be a good squad player. Do you know what I mean? Or somebody that can step in and do a job for 5-6 games. But let's bring the real player in, like your Barcola or your Diamande or whatever, or whoever it's going to be. Natasha says, bring back Kelleher. And what about Danny Welbeck? Do you know something? It's not a bad shout. Obviously, he's got his Manchester United connections, etc. So maybe that wouldn't go well with the Liverpool fans. But if it's just for a season and he can kind of rotate with Isak, because we know Isak's going to get injured next season, so it's not a bad shout. It's definitely not the worst shout. I think we definitely need to have some kind of backup striker because we know Isak's going to go down, and that is a massive problem. Peter says the backroom staff need to earn their dough and identify quality players at the 50 mil mark instead of going for the best, because there's no guarantees. There is no guarantees, Peter, you're right, because we've seen it with Isak. We've seen it with Wirtz. 240 million between them, and they're kind of bordering on flop territory. So it's like what you said the other day. We should go back to trying to find £40 million potential superstars. Now, obviously, as I said, the money and inflation has grown. So maybe when you're trying to find the next Salahs and the next Manes, they're going to cost 50, 60 million. But let's get 3 of those instead of spending 80, 90, 100 on a single player. Whatever, but Sobo is the best player this season for LFC. Do you agree? Yeah, he's been our player of the season, 100%. But my problem with that is that there's nothing wrong with Soboslai, the player. Oh, it's nice when all the players are coming out with their children. And the new kit as well. But I think Soboslai is a great player, obviously. But when Soboslai is your best player all season, that's when you know you've had problems. Because he's not meant to be the best player. The best player this season should have been Wirtz, Isak, Virgil or whatever. Sobo is the second tier of our best players. He shouldn't be the best player. So the fact he's been our best player, that's a big problem for me, Haroon. Like, we shouldn't even be hearing Soboslai being talked about as our best player this season. He should be up there, one of them. But yeah, sad times, man. Sad times. Danny Welbeck is lethal, natural born footballer. Considering, like, the early injuries he's had in his career and the start he had, I'm surprised he's lasted this long in a game. But, really good player. Yeah, that's my fault, Natasha. I knocked the microphone again. It's in a bit of a weird place, so I'll try and avoid it. My bad. Yeah, I knocked it with my knee. I can see what it is, but yeah, let me know. Was it this sound? I'll try. I'll do it lightly, but it was this sound, right? It's that sound, right? So yeah, I'll try and steer clear of it. Just knock it in my excitement. Yes, Haroon, it's definitely true. We're looking at Diamande from Leipzig. They're talking about at the moment Liverpool and the clubs just differ on the valuation because, as usual, Leipzig want to make a lot of money from an English club. They want 100 million euros. Liverpool are trying to pay 70 to 80. I think they'll probably end up getting him this summer because they're desperate. This boy can play right flank, left flank, but ultimately, should any of us be paid? Should we not be learning our lessons from Wirtz, from the Bundesliga? Just because you tear up the Bundesliga doesn't mean you're going to do anything else. He's 19. This doesn't justify £80 million or euros. Another case in point. Look at Chelsea. They bought Jamie Bino Gittins, the young English player. He was doing quite well at Dortmund. Had half a really good season, scored 9 goals. He looked electric over there. He's come to Chelsea, completely struggled with the pace and power of the Premier League. So... Peter says, that's why I expect a good crowd response with all the kids there. Yeah, Natasha, sorry, the sound is back. Yeah, I knocked it on purpose to say, is that the sound? But I'll make sure it won't happen anymore. I think also as well, it's my keyboard. When I'm typing on the keyboard, it's making the table bang, and it's probably picking up the vibration. So I've moved the keyboard, so there should be no more. Okay, the game is kicked off. We are underway. There's some special celebration and clapping for Salah, and he more than deserves it, Natasha. It's a beautiful day at Anfield. The sun's out. What does everyone think of the new kit? Good switch there from Mo Salah. Robertson with Rio. Rio on the wing, jockeying, standing up Coyote. Liverpool early corner. Good start from Liverpool. I know, season nearly over, Natasha. It's mad, isn't it? Yeah, so I don't know if everyone heard, but what does everyone think of the new kit if you've seen it? I'm not that sure about it. What do you think about the new kit? So Szoboszlai, get ready to take the corner from the left wing. Rio comes out to meet him for the short one, potentially. All the big men are forward. Why is my stream being so foolish? Well cleared. Back to Szoboszlai. To Rio, edge of the box. Puts it centrally. McAllister free. Tries to line up a shot. It's got a bit of the candy kit about it. It does, you're right. Yeah, like I'm remembering like 87 Barry Venison days. That kind of timeline. And also, everyone in the chat, if you do hear any good score alerts and whatnot, please let me know so we can kind of keep up to date with all the games. It'd be interesting to know. Who does everyone think is going down in a relegation battle? I've got a feeling Spurs are going to go down. Rio in the box, jinking. Chops inside. Oh, what is going on here? Yeah, I think Everton might beat Tottenham, Natasha. If I said Everton go down, I think I meant Tottenham go down, but be beaten by Everton, I think. What is going on here? No goes anywhere. Thanks, Peter, for the update. It's nice to hear the crowd singing the Andy Robertson song. Virgil punts one forward. Salah has it. Right wing. Charging into the box. Tries a Trivela outside of the boot. So Salah lining up a corner. What's going on? Lofting into the box, flicked on. Oh, Keller saved on the line. I'm just going to change my stream, see if I can get something better. Just awful. Keeps chopping and freezing. All right, cool. Right, what you gonna swap? Okay, cool. Oh, there's definitely There's definitely a crowd on. You can definitely hear them. They're singing all the songs, which is nice to hear. Keane Lewis-Potter into the box, flicked on. Ooh, nearly troubled Alisson there. Header from Kevin Schade. Dangerous start. I think Schade should have done better from that header there. So annoying. You're trying to get into the game and like the TV's juddering and flickering. Horrific. Keane Lewis-Potter with a throw-in in his own half. You can hear the crowd saying, "Come on, Rio, get on, get into him." Alisson kicking it out now. Right, big Ibu Konate launches one into the Brentford half, flicked on by Salah, who runs onto it. Dealt with nicely by Keane Lewis-Potter. Curtis Jones with a throw-in. Yeah, I'm not sure about this Liverpool kit. Wolves are 1-0 up against Burnley. Okay. Cheers for that, Peter. Lovely stuff. Not unexpected. Battle of the relegation fodder. Scrapping it out for the worst position in the Premier League. And can you believe it, Peter? Wolves' last win in the Premier League was against Liverpool. Imagine that. Absolutely ridiculous. Champions. Gravenberch, lovely, lets it roll across. Gives away the ball poorly, though. Coyote intercepts. Igor Thiago gives it away in midfield. Picked up again by Gravenberch. Flicks it over to Soberslice. Bursting clear on the left-hand side. Robertson. Rio. Left side of the box. Feints. Step-overs. But gets brushed off the ball by Coyote, who launches it out. Lovely ball out to Igor Thiago. He's charging into the Liverpool half. Good play, good break from Brentford. Floated one into the box. Over for Ouattara, but it's too long. Alisson goal kick. Liverpool playing it out from the back. Gakpo right side with Mo Salah. Soboslai recycles. Curtis Jones. Mo Salah. Back to Jones. Konate, Van Dijk, all furthest forward players. Rio and Gamoa left side. Lays it over to Andy Robbo. Van Dijk. Deepest player. But it's still in the Brentford half. So everyone's pushed into the Brentford half. McAllister. Back with Konate. Gakpo. Over to Szoboszlai. Oh, good play from Sharda. Very fast player, one of the fastest in the league. Salah. Szoboszlai. Central to Gravenberch. To Robbo. Plays it out wide to Rio. Chalk on his boots. Faces up Coyote. Tries to feint. Dummy cuts inside. Checks inside. He's looking for the shot. Over to Szoboszlai. Central. To Konate. Liverpool. Nice possession, Liverpool. Good play. But everyone's back for Brentford. Liverpool find it hard to break through. Slot's nemesis, the low block, Peter says. Yeah, exactly. Tell me about it, right? The manager that wants everyone to play attacking football, and yet when teams play attacking football, we still can't break them down. Absolutely ridiculous. Slot is Liverpool's nemesis, mate. That's the problem. All right, Liverpool knocking it around. Right, in the box. Mo Salah. Fouled by Curtis Jones. Too eager to get the ball back. Right, burst through. In a box. Ooh. Well done from Curtis Jones. Tried to find Gakpo centrally, but he's won a corner at least. We'll see this corner first before we address Peter's comment. Salah, can he get another assist? Whips a lovely ball in just under the box. Oh, it breaks. Oh, have a shot. Rio tries to shoot. Drags it, gets shot with his left foot. Chops inside. Back to Gravenberch. Lays it out wide. Chipped in by Salah. Gakpo tries to flick it on. Good opportunity. Peter says, unless that assistant coach signs, Slot could still go when today's over. Very true. Honestly, I'm hoping that assistant coach doesn't sign, because then that means there's still a chance that he goes. So, yeah, let's see, Peter. Let's hope so. Arsenal 0, Palace 0. Cam says, thanks for the update. So no goals elsewhere in the Prem then. Andy Robertson playing it round the back. Back to Alisson. Lovely to see Alisson back. Big kick out. I'll tell you something. I'm amazed this Igor Thiago has scored so many goals. And I don't want to put the kiss of death on it, but he just looks like an absolute donkey, this Igor Thiago. His touch is horrific. How he scored that many goals. I know he scored a lot of penalties, but I do not rate him at all. He barely looks like he can handle the championship, honestly. Very strange how he's done so well. Considering every time I watch him, he just looks so out of place. I know, that's why I shouldn't have said it. Exactly, Peter. I shouldn't have said it, but yeah. Jordan Henderson just tries to float a pass and he just kicks it out for a throw-in. The elder statesman. One of the elder statesmen in the Premier League. Nice through ball from Alexis McAllister. Gravenberch bursting clear. Cuts back inside. Have a shot, son. Oh, goes round. He's going to win a court. He's going to win a free kick in a very dangerous position. Edge of the box. So Liverpool, dangerous position. 20 yards out. Just left side of the central area of the D. It's going to be... It looks a bit too close for Szoboszlai. Maybe this is I think this is McAllister territory, to be honest. But I'm quite surprised that McAllister's just always deferred to Szoboszlai with the free kicks. McAllister's a very good free kick taker from, when he's less than 22, 23 yards out. So I'm quite surprised that McAllister doesn't take as many free kicks. Maybe it's a Mo Salah special. Not that free kicks is Mo Salah's strongest point. Oh, must be. Oh, Salah hits the post. Oh, wow. Great free kick from Salah. Nearly the send-off that we wanted. Lovely free kick from Salah. Ran the ball. Keller rooted to the spot. Bang. Too clean off the woodwork. Literally a perfect shot off the woodwork. So unfortunate. But that gets the Anfield crowd singing the Mo Salah song. Salah races into the box. Chips one over. Oh, Keller, good save. Corner. So Liverpool's well on top in this game at the moment, which is nice to see. Exactly, Peter. Salah going all in. Trying to end on a high note. Coyote and Virgil in the box. Ball breaks. Is that going to be another corner? Did Diogo Jota sung out around the grounds? Fulham are beating Newcastle 1-0. Very strange. CBS being... Oh, goal by Citizen, Natasha. Okay, well that's good for us because if we can win, Natasha, then we're going to 4th, so that's good. Oh, Semenyo again, Semenyo. I've just come off of the Liverpool game at the moment. I'm trying to find something because I'm just so behind. It's annoying. All right. So Liverpool players having a water break at the moment. So everybody's having a bit of a mandatory water break across all the games, it seems. Sunderland are beating Chelsea. Let's put that in there. So ball is back with Allison. I'm on the 27th minute, going into the 28th. Gakpo, what's he going to do? Ugh. Brentford breaking into the Liverpool half. Soboslai trying to... Mo Salah bursting clear with Gakpo. Oh, Gakpo playing centre forward absolutely stinks. Terrible. Curtis Jones trying to burst clear. Konate. Mo Salah, right wing. Bursting into the box, Salah. Gets his feet all mixed up. Jinx left, jinx right. Plays it back to McAllister. Trying to recycle it. Back to Konate. Virgil. Soboslai puts it out to Rio. Faces up Coyote. Coming into the edge of the box. What's he going to do? Back to Robertson. Puts one in immediately. Ooh, good dangerous ball from Robertson. Natasha says, at the moment, Chelsea out of Europe. Haha. That's what you get, Xabi Alonso, for going there, Natasha. Ha, that's good. To be honest with you, it's not even being salty. We need kind of Europe. We need the stronger teams to be out of Europe because it stops their revenue streams. So I'm glad that Chelsea aren't making Europe. Obviously, it makes it easier for them in the Premier League next season, but it still makes them weaker as a club. It means they can spend less money, Natasha, which is good. Rio on the wing. Coyote is all over him. He's just too strong. Just muscles Rio out of it. Rio loses his boot. So not much going on because there's a bit of a foul on Rio Ingamoa. Had to get his boot back on. Liverpool recycling the ball. Nice ball played by Konate though to Curtis Jones. Mo Salah, right flank, charging. Keane Lewis Potter charging into the box. Slips one in. Oh, Curtis Jones tripped in the box. Referee gives nothing. Curtis Jones on the floor looking for a penalty. Referee is saying no thank you. Peter says it might get testy for Liverpool having so much footy next season with an understaffed and disjointed team. I know you're right. This is why we need to obviously bring through a few youngsters, Peter, get them into the squad, and obviously get the squad balance right, get some more players in. But I don't know, with this man in charge and with the recruiters above him, I'm not optimistic. That definitely wasn't a penalty for Curtis Jones. Left his leg out trailing, trying to buy a penalty. But the referee was not buying what Curtis Jones was selling. So fair play to the ref. Nice turnover by Gravenberch. Curtis Jones charges to midfield. McAllister, surrounded. McAllister loses the ball poorly. They charge through. This is dangerous from Brentford into the box. Gobbled up by Alisson. Another example of McAllister not being at the level anymore, in my opinion. Gravenberch bursting forward. McAllister is a big problem for Liverpool FC. He needs to be replaced, in my opinion. Mo Salah, edge of the box, right wing, bursted in. What's he going to do? He's trying a bit of the impossible today, Mo Salah. Virgil has the ball. The ball is coming back on Brentford's goal quickly. Oh, Salah slips. Trying to find his way into the box. So many Liverpool players and ex-Liverpool players on the pitch. Salah fighting. Edge of the box. Lays it over to McAllister. What's he got? Central. On rushing Robertson. Go for a shot. Oh, Robbo goes for a speculative one. And it comes off of Coyote and bounces behind for a corner. Well played from Liverpool. Maka probably will win the World Cup. Weirdly, honestly, I just watched the replay. McAllister losing a ball again. But yes, I think Maka might just win the World Cup. For me, they're not the favourites. They're third favourites, Argentina. But I think they're going to do it. I think I'm making them. They're my favourites to win the World Cup, Argentina. Right, corner coming in. Ball comes in from Salah. Cleared by Sepp van der Berg, another ex-Liverpool player. Jones back out to Salah, wide right. Oh, lovely ball from Salah to try and put in Gravenberch. Szoboszlai, central, recycles it back to Robbo, last man back. Robbo, central now, but in the centre circle, over to Curtis Jones, but loses it. Curtis Jones has it back once more. Not really feeling this new Liverpool kit, to be honest. I think Adidas could have done better. So not many goals in the final game of the season. Wonder how it's shaping up in the relegation scrap. With Tottenham at home to Everton just needing a point to stay up. And West Ham currently not beating Leeds. And they need to survive. But a goal either way can swing it. Well defended by Brentford. Big and strong at the back. But most of the pressure coming from Liverpool. Manchester United are beating Man United are beating Brighton, everyone. And also Forest are beating Bournemouth. So at the moment, Liverpool's place in the Champions League is confirmed regardless. But can Liverpool go out with a win instead of a whimper? But Liverpool's well on top in this game, but without looking dangerous. That's the problem. We just don't look very, very attacking. We don't look very dangerous. Liverpool breaking Szoboszlai, right wing. Puts one high into the box. Gravenberch, central, goes for the curler. Good save from Keller. Corner, Liverpool. That was well played. Nice to see Gravenberch taking more shots these days. Definitely got it in his locker with somebody that would have struck the other day. But yeah, nice kind of punted, lofted pass back to him from Soboslai. Chested, knee down, and then Gravenberch shapes it for the bender. Keller, flying save to his left. Good save and a corner at Liverpool. Mo Salah looking for that assist. Salah puts one in. Keller, a good punch. Jones, nicely trapped. Left side of the box. Puts it back for his own legs. What's he going to do? Oh, lovely back pass from Curtis Jones. Edge of the box. He's going to float one in surely. Looking deep. Lewis Potter clears. Salah brings it down. McAllister, one back nicely. Lost one into the box. Cleared again. Collins that time. Hopefully Liverpool look a bit better once Isak comes on for a game. Matthias Jensen's gone down. Oh, sorry, I missed that one in the chat. Cameron says, Palace versus Arsenal is ass. Good save from Keller. They're showing a replay again. Coyote bursting down the right side. Ouattara. Another awkward looking player, Ouattara. Gravenberch, McAllister. Robbo clears. Centre circle. One back. Brentford try to push up. Can Liverpool break here? Get the ball back and break. Rio comes back to receive. Well, one to Robertson. He's breaking with Gravenberch. He's travelling with the ball. Robertson. Gary says, ball draws about. Yes, ball draws everywhere, mostly it seems. Half the Prem scores this season are looking ropey as anything. Brentford's last win at Anfield, 1937. Rio comes inside, shapes one up. Oh, just puts it wide. He's got that trademark shot about him where he comes in once, jinks inside again to find the angle. Oh, and he's literally about 2 foot wide. If that. Great shot and bend and power from Rio Ingamoa. Just wide. That would have been a stunning strike. Such a talent, Rio Ingamoa. At this point in time, Liverpool's in a good position. They control a lot of play. Brentford are running around a lot, sapping their energy. And, if the pattern of play continues like that, then Liverpool should eventually make the breakthrough. But the problem is they just don't look that attacking. They just don't make enough clear-cut opportunities unless they're, long shots. Igor Thiago. Deep in Liverpool half. Puts it out wide. Keane Lewis Potter, left wing position. He is a winger by trade, stood up by Curtis Jones. Oh, poor ball lifted him to the Brentford box, but it breaks for Janelt. Robertson clears. Good play from Robertson, the veteran. Rio chases down Coyote. Ends up with a Brentford throw. About halfway into the Liverpool half. But he does have this long throw, Michael Coyote. Goes for a short throw. Cody. Ball comes in by Jordan Henderson. Flicked on. It's going to be a goal. Oh, good save by Alisson. Wow. And that's the difference. That's the difference between him and Mamardashvili. I believe in Mamardashvili there, that's a goal. Liverpool, great break here. Should have went central there from Mo Salah, but they're flooding the box. Oh, Gakpo. Oh, Gakpo should do better. Great save from Alisson. Sharda should score. But great save from Alisson. Hey, Laura, nice to see you. How are you? Lauren, don't forget to drop a like on the stream. Much appreciated. And anyone else in the chat, please do remember to drop a like on the stream. Thank you. Salah comes in, flicked on. Another Liverpool corner, enjoying the sun. Are you enjoying the sun, Lauren, wherever you live in the UK? All right, everyone crowding the keeper, trying to block Kelleher. Enjoying this weather, Miss Lauren says. Well done. You keep doing that. Keep soaking up those rays. Rio Ingamoa gets a short corner from Soboslai. Comes close, flicks one over to the back stick, but cleared. Henderson charges down Robertson. Henderson charging down Alisson. Great running from the veteran. Ball is pumped through into the Brentford box. Just in case people aren't listening, can I ask everyone to please drop a like on the stream? Thank you. All right, Soboslai breaking. One back. Oh, good break opportunity from Brentford here. Igor Thiago centrally. Oh, great touch from Gravenberch. Otherwise, that is going to be probably a certain goal. Certain goal. All right, Ouattara, right wing. Jinks in and out. Flips the ball around with Coyote. Ouattara again. Brentford growing in confidence. Cameron says, done, lad. Thank you, Cameron. Much appreciated. Thank you. Oh, Sharda should score there. Great opportunity, but brilliant save from Alisson. That's the difference. What a save from Alisson. Beautiful save. So, for all of Liverpool's domination, Brentford really should be 1-0 up. Gakpo could have done well with a header there. Ball is breaking. Robbo clears back to Alisson. Thank you, Gary. Much appreciated. Thank you so much. Spurs goal. So, big goal at Spurs. So, they are safe as it stands. And it looks like West Ham are on the brink of going down. Spurs goal, big goal. There goes my prediction of Everton of beating Spurs. It looks like Spurs are going to survive on a final day of the season. West Ham going down. The original yo-yo club, West Ham. Natasha, you'll remember that. West Ham are always that yo-yo team, always going down and coming up, but they've stabilised in recent times. But yes. Liverpool could get Jared Bowen. I would take it, Natasha. I would love to get Jared Bowen. I think he'd be perfect for our squad. He can play as a second striker. He can play as a basically a false nine. He could play as a target man himself. Not the greatest striker, but he could do a job in case Isak's injured, which we know he will be. He could play right wing to a good standard, left wing as well. I think Jared Bowen will make a perfect signing for Liverpool. 29, he's not an old 29 either. He hasn't been flogged about his career. I think there's a lot of life in him. Someone like Harry Kane went to Germany at 29. Jared Bowen, we could break. Right, Salah. What's he doing? Salah in the box. Flick it back. What's he got? Salah brought down. No, he's not brought down there. He's got a pass there, Salah. He's got a pass or shoot. Oh, Nico, how you doing, bro? Nice to see you, bro. How are you doing, my man? I know how have we not scored? I know. But also, then how did Sharda not score for Brentford? Oh, cleared by Robertson. I mean, last few minutes have been dangerous, Nico. Brentford really should have taken the lead with Sharda there, but great save by Alisson. And that's why we need to keep this keeper. But yeah, we should have scored. But we don't look dangerous at the same hand. We've got a lot of possession with no intent. We're like the world's worst drug dealer. We've got all the supply with no intent. You're good, bro. Kind of paying what's happening in the Prem right now with Tottenham and West Ham and how we're playing now. I know, man. Looks like Tottenham are staying up. West Ham's down. And we'll probably somehow end up losing this game 1-0. The only good thing is that, obviously, Bournemouth are losing. So, But Villa's losing as well. We could take fourth. But does fourth just make Slot's position look better than it is? Boos at Anfield, I think that was. I think that was boos at half-time with a whistle. Interesting. But no, I hear your frustrations, Nico. I feel the same. But I was saying before the match to the guys in the chat, it's like, if it looks like Slot is staying, what can we do but get behind the team and get behind this manager? I'm not happy with him. And I don't think it's ever going to turn with me. I don't feel I'm ever really going to... I don't think he can turn it around. I don't think he'll ever have the fans on side that he's lost. I think once you lose people, it's very hard. It's like in any respect in life. Once you lose people, Nico, you can't get them back. And I just don't understand why they're sticking with him, but it looks like they are. One of my friends is a big West Ham fan. He's really annoyed at the moment. Can't believe he's saying Pablo's a donkey for West Ham. Nico says, yeah, agreed. Yeah, thanks. Yeah, agreed. I mean, this is the thing. It's like, it's so transparent to see, Nico. And it's like, I don't understand why we're sticking with this manager, but it's looking like it's more or less confirmed. I mean, I guess we're going to have that confirmation, Nico, with... we're going to get that confirmation if Liverpool get this new coach. What is his name? Etienne Reinberg. He's the Feyenoord assistant manager, and it's looking like he's going to be coming to be Slot's assistant manager next season, or someone who's head of analytics for scouting opposition team. If he comes in and they take him on, then it means Slot staying. Simple as that. He's going nowhere. But until that day's done, I'm holding hope that they're going to do an end of season review and they're going to get rid of him. But I just don't know. Nico says, no clue at all. Absolutely don't know what the hierarchy see in Slot. I don't get it. I don't get it either. Sorry for the noise, Natasha, if you heard that. That's me banging the microphone again. And Peter says, oh man, Everton are 1-0 down. Yeah, it looks like Tottenham staying up and West Ham's down. The only positive, honestly, with West Ham going down is that there's certain players I would raid from their club. I'll take Jared Bowen. As I was saying with Natasha just now, a few minutes ago, Nico, Peter, Jared Bowen can play across all three positions. Obviously not the greatest striker, but with Isak, who will get injured and miss games, Bowen could fill in the gap if he's out for 2 or 3 games. Bowen can play right flank. So if you've got Diamande, he can be in competition with him. And if Diamande comes in, whatever, and we've got Bowen, I'd rather have Bowen than Gakpo. So Bowen could give competition for Gakpo and Rio, for example. So I would definitely take Bowen, and I'd even take Crescencio Somerville. I think he's a very underrated winger. And for a cheap price, Somerville, I feel like Somerville and Gakpo would be excellent backup options for our wingers. Do you know what I mean? So I know it doesn't look great taking two wingers from a relegated club, but if they're on good prices, I'll take them. I'll take one of the two anyway, but I'd rather Bowen first because we need the English quota. Nico says, yeah, I love Somerville. I think he's class and really, he's a good player. He's so fast. He's got a good trick in him. He's got a few goals in him as well, but not to be our frontline starting player. If he can earn if he can earn a first 11 place, then great. But ultimately, we need someone to come in and push the first teamers. And if they overtake the first teamers, then so be it. But Somerville, Bowen, I'll be happy with those signers. But apart from that, from West Ham, I wouldn't want anyone else. Obviously, Mateus Fernandes I would like, but he's going to be too expensive, so forget that guy. Obviously, with some of these players, it all depends on the prices we can get them for. I mean, if we can get Somerville, Bowen at 29, going down to the Championship, probably pick him up for 25, maybe 30 mil, maybe. I think that'd be a great deal all day long. Peter says, early days, West Ham are still 0-0. Exactly. Everton, 2 goals required. It's definitely possible. It's doable. You never know. Red card here, there, and everywhere. But yeah, West Ham, I think you'll probably end up, both teams will get something today. But West Ham, Tottenham will have done enough, I reckon. Nico says, all right, well, hopefully we can get a result for Salah and Robbo. I'm going to head out now and wait for the game to be back. But as always, just come in and chat a little bit. See you, man. Respect. Go enjoy, my man, and chat to you soon. On that note, I'm going to take a quick bathroom break, and I'll be back in a minute to go through the halftime statistics. So I'll be back in just a moment. Hey, so Pat's lovely to see you. Thank you. Just pop in and say hi. Keep it up. Definitely will do, my man. And obviously, as long as you're, around, obviously enjoy. If you're just popping in and diving out, then no problem. But yeah, if you're around and hopefully you're watching the game, let me know what your thoughts are on this final LFC game of the season. And I hope you're enjoying the beautiful weather, no doubt, which is up in the Liverpool area as we speak, because it is absolutely scorchio this weekend. But yeah, thank you for coming in and saying hello as always. Absolute pleasure. Thank you. But on that note, let's have a look at the halftime stats of the game. So, of course, as we know, it's Liverpool 0, Brentford 0. There's been no yellow cards, a well contested affair, fair, etc. But no real bite to the game, I would say. We can have a look at some of the halftime scores in a moment. So we've got Liverpool with the majority of the possession, 60.8% possession. Brentford with 39.2. Liverpool's XG is 0.81, so a little bit higher than normal. Usually not as high as this, Liverpool, in the first half at least. 0.64. Brentford's 13 shots from Liverpool. 13 shots. High amount, but with only 3 on target. That is the key issue. Brentford with just 2 shots and 1 on target. But if you think about the quality of those chances, if you think of the quality of the chance, even though Brentford's only had 2 chances, the quality was a certain goal. It should have been a goal. So that's disappointing. Right. Liverpool with 21 touches in the Brentford box. And Brentford with just 8. Alisson with just a 1 save. That was a great save from Kevin Schade. 3 saves from Kelleher. Liverpool with 13 aerial duels won, so very dominant from Liverpool. Only 3 from Brentford. 3 fouls committed by Liverpool, 2 from Brentford. Only 3 from Liverpool. So, well contested, fair and firm. Corners, 8 from Liverpool and just 1 from Brentford. So these are the stats I'm always interested in as well, because it's interesting to know Liverpool have gone from a highly dynamic team to a team that has become, a team full of kind of journeymen in terms of their distance covered. But 52 kilometres covered, nearly 55 by Brentford. More walking by Liverpool. Less jogging by Liverpool, but more jogging by Brentford. But more importantly, more sprints by Brentford. That could be in a recovery though, so it is what it is. So regarding that, let's look at some of the halftime statistics. Really good performance from Man United beating Brighton at home. So Brighton 0, Man United 2, Burnley 0, Wolverhampton Wanderers 1. I wonder if does that take Wolves off the bottom of the table? Yes, it does. So it means if Wolves can finally get off the bottom of the table in the final game of the season, which was quite incredible, making Burnley, who have, in my opinion, been the worst team in the Premier League this season. Let's have a look. To the scores. Crystal Palace 0 and the champions Arsenal 1. Who scored the goal for them? Gabriel Jesus, assisted by Martinelli. So the champions doing what they needed to do anyway, which is win a game. Fulham beating Newcastle 1-0. Liverpool 0-0 at Brentford. Obviously, that's the game I'm covering. Manchester City, that was that goal by Semenyo, I believe. Yep, beating Villa. So 4th place still up for grabs for Liverpool. Nottingham Forest beating Bournemouth, so that keeps Bournemouth out of the way of catching Liverpool, which is fine. 45 minutes to go. Bournemouth are going to need a lot of goals to overtake Liverpool, which is unlikely. Sunderland are beating Chelsea 1-0, but not a massive surprise, but it's stopping Chelsea from getting into the European places. Tottenham, that's the important game there, beating Everton 1-0 at home, and West Ham drawing 0-0 with Leeds. So as it stands, those are your bottom 3. West Ham going down. Wolverhampton Wanderers, obviously already relegated, but climbed the position 8, and Burnley both already gone. So what's going to happen with these two, Tottenham and West Ham? West Ham need a favour from Everton. They're going to need 2 goals. Right, second half is about to begin. All the players are back out. We're about to get the game back underway. All right, I'll be back in 2 seconds. Yes, Natasha, that's correct. Sunderland in Europe, Chelsea out of Europe. Let's bring up that table as it stands. Obviously, Natasha, we both know it can change. But yes, so yeah, Bournemouth and Sunderland in that position. Brighton really threw it away. You'd have thought that maybe they could do something against Man United today. Brentford obviously could still get into if they beat us. So it could still all change, Natasha. It will be very interesting to see. What are you thinking for the rest of the game? Do you feel that we can get it done? Let me know what you think, Natasha. So second half about to kick off. And we're underway. The final day of the season. Ball being played, Mo Salah getting away from Yano. Nathan Collins faced up. Salah bursting into the box. Loses it. Picked up. McAllister. Oh! Good chance. Good early chance from Liverpool. McAllister should have done better with the rebound. A good start to the half from Liverpool there. Liverpool walking pace. So games kicking off at different times in the Prem. McAllister central. No changes at half time, by the way. Konate. Curtis Jones right side with Mo Salah. Liverpool have all the players in the box. Villa goal. Interesting. Ollie Watkins. Well done, Natasha. Thank you for the update. I've just heard it myself. So that makes fourth place secure for Villa as it stands. So Liverpool winning the ball there. Played through from Gakpo. Gakpo burst one through. And he's won a corner for Liverpool there. Brentford have defended quite well today. Got to give them that credit. Mo Salah lining up this corner. I am not feeling this new kit. Szoboszlai comes to take the corner. The big men are up. Liverpool's 9th corner of the game. Szoboszlai floats one in. In-swinger. Cleared. Gravenberch, bit of a loose touch, but still recycled. Curtis Jones driving forward. Over to Rio, left wing, chalk on his boots. Stands up Sharda. You're not going to get away from pace-wise, but good speed by Ingamoa. Burst past Sharda, but who comes back with a return and blocks the ball. And thank you for the Villa goal update, Natasha. I just heard it just after you'd mentioned it, but thank you for the update. Right, corner coming in. Look, jostling in a box. Everyone's surrounding Kelleher. Robertson, ball into the box, flicked on. Ooh, Konate nearly got the header in. "20 games Liverpool have lost in all comps this season." Just sounds absolutely diabolical when you read it out. Just ridiculous when you say it out. Right, Rio, bursting clear. Breaks into the box. Sidestep. Did too much. He's a good young talent, but you don't need to do a step over all the time, is what I'm saying. Keep the ball, recycle it, pass it on. You don't always need to look for a step over, is all I'm saying, Rio. Right, Keller. Ooh, nearly closed down. Cleared by Sepp van den Berg. And a combination of Sepp van den Berg and Sharda, who feels he's fouled by Konate. Salah into the box. Bursts wide. He's looking for the goal. McAllister shoot. Lays it off. Rio. McAllister again. Puts it. Mo Salah, edge of the box. Goes for the snapshot. Keller, save. Not bad play. I don't know why McAllister didn't take the shot when he was initially laid on by Salah. Back to McAllister, who fizzed it in. Great first touch from Salah to let it run away from him, but it was all part of his plan to get a snapshot off, which Kelleher saves. Sepp van den Berg bursting down the left wing. Great run by the centre-back. Sunderland 2, Chelsea 0. Salah bursting into the box. So yeah, loads of goals. Sunderland 2, Chelsea 0, Brighton 0, Man United 3. Lots going on. Right, Liverpool with a corner hit. Brentford, sorry. The Suns got to me with a goal kick. Konate. To Gravenberch. Curtis Jones comes inside, being harassed by Yano. Fouled, surely. Nope. Ball put up wide. Over to Ouattara. Right wing. Comes inside, lines up a shot. Ooh, flashes it wide of Alisson's post, but the keeper barely moved. He obviously knew it was going wide from the get-go. Ouattara looks such an awkward player, but it's not a million miles away. But the Brentford fans barely moved. They didn't seem that excited by the opportunity. Ian Rush shown in the crowd watching the game, sitting next to Richard Hughes. Natasha says, Chelsea have no European football, just one game a week and top manager will benefit them. In terms of league position, yeah, very true. What I was saying earlier though, Natasha, is that because they don't have in Europe, it should technically affect their spending and their recruitment strategy. So yeah, they should have maybe a similar kind of advantage, a bit like what Man United had this season, Natasha. You're correct, 100%. And the way that Chelsea spend money, they'll probably find a way to. They'll probably sell a hotel to, their owner's neighbour or something like that, just to raise some funds. So, we'll see what happens. But I'm not too worried about Chelsea as it stands. We just need clarification on our manager, Natasha. That's what we need. All right, McAllister flicks one over, back to Van Dijk. Natasha says, but if they sell players, then they could maybe buy 2 or 3 signings. Yeah, well, that is a problem. That is true. And the rumours are they're going to sell Enzo Fernandez to Man City, as you mentioned. But obviously, that's them selling more or less one of their best players. He's in their top 2 or 3 best players with Caicedo and Cole Palmer. So you lose your best player or one of your best. You bring in 2 or 3. If they flop, if they make the right signings, that's the key thing for them. If you're going to lose Enzo Fernandez, you need to make the right signings. Callagher, big kick out. Gakpo. Can Isak come on and get half an hour maybe? Take off Gakpo. Let's see a bit of a glimpse of the future. Like Mo Salah, right wing. Back to Jones. Peter says, Chelsea surely have been digging a financial hole for themselves the way they've bought players. You'd think so, right? But they all seem to find a way. They get out of everything. I know there's a few sanctions their way and whatnot, but how they've gotten away with it for so long. Ball in the box. Cleared. Thiago trying to race free now. Well done by Gravenberch. Right, Salah, right wing, edge of the box. Flicks one over, but loses it. It's going to be a foul. They've got to send off Mo Salah and Robbo with a good send-off. The atmosphere apparently is strange at the ground today, Peter and Natasha. The fans want to kind of celebrate the players, but they're just so frustrated with the football. It's leading to a strange atmosphere, apparently. At the moment, Brentford seem to be controlling the game fairly well, to be fair. Just getting Liverpool to fall onto them. Right, ooh. Thiago nearly put through. Soboslai wins it in midfield. Flicked over up Mo Salah, but is he offside? Mo Salah is going to burst into the box here. What's he going to do? Across. Goal! But is he onside? Was Mo Salah onside? Curtis Jones scores. Curtis Jones scores. Doesn't barely celebrate. So strange. Is it? I think, to be honest with you, I don't see how Mo Salah's not offside. I called it when I first. I'm going to see it now. Ooh, is he onside? I don't know. I don't know if Mo Salah's onside. He might be off. They're going to check, but Curtis Jones didn't celebrate. Strange. Linesman is about 90 years old. He was like miles behind. Great ball across by Salah. But Jones does not. Great assist from Salah if it is a goal. But Curtis Jones didn't celebrate at all. Maybe because he just fought and... Goal stands. Mo Salah assists Curtis Jones. Come on. So at the moment, Jimmy Hill. I know, Jimmy Hill, isn't it? And the ghost of Jimmy Hill as well. Not even Jimmy Hill. And Salah has a little joke with the linesman. Or is it the ref? With the ref, sorry. That looked marginally offside to me, but we take those. Jordan Henderson goes off. Looks a bit miserable to go off, but he's getting a standing ovation from Jordan Henderson, the club captain. And the ex-club captain. Oh, really good applause for Jordan Henderson from the Liverpool fans. That is lovely. He's giving all the hugs and whatnot. And he serenades Anfield. Really good from Jordan Henderson, and really good from the Anfield faithful. He looks annoyed to be going off so early. What a warrior, but what a trooper. But he took the applause of the Anfield crowd. Really nice. All sides of the stadium stood up for Jordan Henderson, which was really nice to see. But strange celebration from Curtis Jones. Honestly. Peter, did they mention that on the radio? Did they mention that on the radio about the kind of the muted celebration from Jones? It's like, I don't know if he really thought it was offside, but even when it got kind of given, he didn't really celebrate. It's very, very odd. But great assist. A Salah with the assist. So at the moment, Liverpool are doing their bit for Bournemouth. All Bournemouth need for the Champions League is for City to win the game and score one more against Villa, and Bournemouth are in the Champions League. Gakpo brought down, screaming his innocence, protesting. Peter says, I don't think they mentioned the celebration. And Gary says, Arsenal are winning. Aha. Let's have a look. They're showing the replay now. It's offside. I've looked at this again. This is offside. I think they've done a bit of a charity job for Liverpool. It's a great assist from Salah. Outside the left foot, Travella pass, slashed into the box. Smacked in by Curtis Jones from about 8 yards, but the celebration was so strange, Peter. It was very, very odd. Exactly. That's exactly what I'm leading to. But to not score, you know what I mean? He's one of our own. You know what I mean? To not celebrate, he scored a goal in front of the cop. Right, Salah bursts into the box. He wants a goal, surely. Jenkins, still got the ball, messing around. He's pulling out all the tricks on the wing today, and he's earned a corner. He smiles. He's really enjoying himself. Last game of the season, Mo Salah. Surely he's going to get a goal before he leaves. The legend. The Mo Salah song rings out around Anfield. The Egyptian king, Mo Salah, Mo Salah. Right, the ball's going into the box. Keller catches claims convincingly. Lays it out. Coyote messing around, loses the ball, edge of the box, cleared by Collins. Jensen playing a 1-2. Sepp Vandenberg. Burnley drawing with Wolverhampton Wanderers. Villa have taken the lead. Villa lead. And Brentford have equalised. Take my eye off the ball for a moment. Kevin Schade. I didn't even update the Liverpool goal, but Kevin Schade spoiling the party. No chance this is getting ruled out, but Villa are beating a good header there from Schade. So Villa have secured Champions League fourth place at the moment, and they're beating Man City 2-1 at City, which is a very strange scoreline. And we are drawing with Brentford at Anfield on a big game that sees off legends, and we're losing to Brentford, so it's just poor. Literally, it's so easy just to go from nothing. Literally, I looked away from the screen, look back, and Brentford are in. It's just too easy. Is it all set up for a Mo Salah winner? Disappointing. Coyote put one into the box. That's nothing. They're looking for a foul there. Szoboszlai bursts clear. The game seems to be opening up. Salah on the right wing plays it back to Szoboszlai central, looking for support. Back out wide right to Salah. Ball played across from Gravenberch. Robertson. Rio left foot. It was Ollie Watkins that scored for Villa. Gravenberch nearly loses the ball. Rio floats one into the box. Cleared. Goes off wide of Kelleher's left hand post. So it's still West Ham down as it stands. So disappointing. Fofana sent off against Chelsea. I mean, look at the table. Look at Liverpool. 5 points behind Villa. Imagine if I come to that point and say, Peter says Pep's last game and I'm going out as a loser. Not the one that Pep would expect. But look at this, Peter. Look at this. Imagine if Liverpool didn't have the coefficient of the strong European position. You know, it's just shambolic. We'd be in Europa League if it wasn't for the strength of English teams in Europe. So we just about got into the Champions League by. It's such a fluke. It's such a fluke that we're in the Champions League. Really, honestly, it's actually disgraceful if you ask me. Absolutely shambolic. But 1-1 at Anfield, and I just want the season over. To be honest, just want the season over. So disappointing. Another water break. So I guess we're going to have to get used to this during the World Cup. So they're having a water break. So we might as well have a quick look around what's going on around the rest of the Premier League. West Ham down as it stands, 4 points away. Sunderland and Bournemouth in the Europa League positions. Bournemouth can't make Champions League. Brentford need a win at Anfield to get into Europe. If they can beat Liverpool here, they sneak into 7th. Arsenal well clear, 7 points clear of City. Won it at a canter in the end. 7 points at the moment. Man United only 7 points behind City. Man United just 7 points behind City. Incredible. And Villa 5 points in front of Liverpool. Absolutely tragic. So disappointing. Keane Lewis Potter. The ball came across, deflected off of a Liverpool player into the path of Sharda, who scores. The amount of deflections that Liverpool seem to have. And you know what? Looking on the sidelines, right, to people in the chat, Keith Andrews, the Brentford manager, is giving them a rallying cry. He is all over his squad. They're not showing Arne Slot doing anything, talking to his players or anything like that. That's what I want to see. I want to see what Arne Slot's doing. He's talking to Florian Wirtz, who's coming on, but he's not geeing up the... If you just saw the crowd, like to anyone listening, if you saw the crowd of the players being G'd up by Keith Andrews, the Brentford manager, he's giving it everything. He's like, come on, let's do this, do that. And you see him Slot on the side, looks so meek and timid. He speaks to Florian Wirtz individually. Florian Wirtz looks bored, like he barely even wants to come on. It just... Something is not right at this club. Something is not right at this club. 100%. Honestly, that team talk from Wirtz there. On Wirtz. And Wirtz looked like he barely looked interested in listening to him or coming onto the pitch. Something's not right at Anfield. So who would have thought Pep would be losing his last game in charge of City? Maybe it is the right time. Brentford won a corner. Bit of a fluky corner win there from a good break. Thiago floundering around on the left. Plays a speculative cross into the box. Bounces off of Konate. Thank you, my man. But yeah, it's very strange, honestly. It's very strange. Honestly, Florian Wirtz looks like he just wants to be anywhere else but Anfield. Right. Everyone's lined up in and around Alisson. Everyone crowding the box. Ball's coming in from Brentford. Headed well over. It's going to be goal kick. Next few days in the media is going to be very interesting. Ria Ingamoa's coming off. Not bad for the first 35 minutes from Rio. Faded a bit in the summer sun. Wirtz comes off, gets a pat on the head by Florian Wirtz. Frimpong comes on. Who's Frimpong coming on for? For Mo Salah? So Mo Salah doesn't get his winner. Mo Salah takes the applause around Anfield. He's taking a slow walk off. It is emotional. It's a slow walk off the pitch, honestly. Very, very emotional. Robbo gives him a hug. It's very sad. Very sad. Hugs every player. The crowd are singing his song. It's very sad. Very, very sad. Wow, this is like the longest substitution I've ever seen. It's taken forever. And it's weird as well. You see the thing, Ian Rush was clapping and he's beaming with pride and whatnot. Beaming with pride. And then you've got Richard Hughes standing next to him. It just looks like a robot. Richard Hughes, the sporting director. Absolutely no any energy on his face at all, just like a robot, stiff as anything, just robotic applause. Very strange. I'd rather Salah had finished the game, but obviously maybe he hasn't got 90 minutes in him. Let's see what happens. Frimpong's come on the right-hand side, so Liverpool's going to be weaker now, playing down the right. But Salah got his assist, and he's impacted the game on his final ever Anfield appearance. Right, Collins. Kanate, loose pass. Nearly puts Jones in trouble. Alisson out wide to Robertson. Well, Robertson's down for the full 90. That substitution for Salah took about 3 minutes. He was lapping up the applause. It was quite incredible, really. Put into the box. Ouattara nearly breaks for Brentford. They're finishing a stronger team here. Janelt. Head injury. Somebody's down while Brentford are well on top in this game now. It's just a worry. Honestly, it's literally just a worry. Chelsea have got one back. West Ham are beating Leeds. Peter says Everton have only had 3 shots. Absolute wasteman. Yeah, they didn't go. David Moyes and Everton didn't come to town to help West Ham, did they? Clearly, I thought they would do more. But yeah, West Ham are winning now as well. So West Ham are doing their job, but no favours from Everton. They need 2 late goals from Everton. They need a miracle. So Kanate, is he coming off? Concussion protocol. Chelsea are now 2-1 down to Sunderland. So they have a bit of a consolation in their fight back. Bournemouth have scored. Oh, that was a while back. So yeah, can Everton score at Tottenham to make it interesting? At the moment, everything is settled in the Prem, which is such a disappointing final day of the season. Honestly, it's such an absolutely disappointing day of the season. No drama, no anything. So Kanate off, but not permanently, just waiting to be brought back on. One back. Thiago gone down, holding his right calf, right shin. Kanate back on. Jensen's plays through Igor Thiago. Jensen wide. Oh, cuts around Cuts around Konate. How did he not see that coming? That was so easy to see. So obvious he was going to try and knock it around you and then come on the inside and get past you. So clear to see. How can he not read that? You're France international. So obvious. It's poor from Konate. Giving the ball away in a dangerous place. Left-hand side of the box. Maybe Konate is actually concussed because his defending would tell you as such. Right, dangerous ball coming in now from Brentford. Free kick. I'm waiting for this ball to come in. Yano. Was it coming in from the... Yeah, Yano's coming to put it in. Alisson just straight over the central part of the post. Poor free kick. Sorry, it wasn't Yano, it was Jensen. Poor free kick. Konate. Big clearance into the Brentford half. Soboslai knocks it down. Not strong enough, Frimpong. Konate. Gravenberch. Frimpong. Back to his Dutch counterpart. Ball won back by Brentford. No one closing him down. He's free. In the box, Igor Thiago. Put across the goal. Oh my goodness, so close. If anyone's following that through, and the ball's still in play. Looked like it was going to go for a corner, but no one's followed it up. It's picked up again by Brentford. Rotating it on the edge of the box. Jensen. Wirtz. Oh, nicely played by Wirtz. Goes around one. Puts it back into the middle for McAllister. Well played by Wirtz. Cute play. All right, Florian Wirtz. Nice to see him back on the pitch. Puts it out wide. Curtis Jones lays it perfectly into his path. Jones. Frimpong, right wing. Jones in support. What's he going to do? Jones centrally. What's he got? Over. Oh, pull from Wirtz. Powder puff. Where's the power? Ball's laid to you. You've got to try and shape and bend it into the far corner, but it's like he hits it with the power of a 4-year-old. Ridiculous. So Milos Kerkez is coming on, and that's going to be the end of Andy Robertson's Liverpool career. Trey Morris-Nyoni coming on for Gravenberch. They're getting on Nyoni first. Andy Robertson, the legend. All smiles. Getting a big hug from Virgil, from Maka. Wirtz, Gakpo, they're giving him a massive hug and a big send-off. The Brentford players are giving him a clap. The Andy Robertson song, the chant, goes around the ground. Takes a slow walk off. Jordan Henderson clapping in the stands. Arne Slot congratulate his Robbo. Hopefully some of these other players are going to get on the pitch. Chiesa, Gomez. But a job still needs to be done. Oh, it's lovely to see. Sad times though, sad times. Right, Trey Morris-Nyoni wins the header. Curtis Jones lost one in. McAllister puts his head in, but doesn't win the ball. Damsgaard on now. Brentford winning the free kick. Damsgaard coming on for Jensen. Fulham beating Newcastle 2-0. Fulham 2, Newcastle United 0. Andy Robertson looking reflective. Arsenal winning 2-0. West Ham winning 2-0. Do you think that Slot will speak at the end of the game? I'll tell you what, Natasha, that is so interesting. That is a really good question. A brilliant question. Because if he does, we'll be able to pick up on the body language and know if he's staying. If he doesn't speak at the end of the game, Natasha, then maybe that's because he's off. I don't know. It's so hard to call it. I kind of know what you're thinking. But will he risk speaking? He might get booed. So I don't know if he's going to risk it, but he probably will. They all seem to these days. I hope. I don't even want to listen to it, to be honest. But yeah, it's a really good question. I don't know. What do you think? Coyote charging clear. Peter said it's only 78 minutes at Tottenham. True. So West Ham have got the 3 points. I did think they'd beat Leeds, but Everton, what have they got? Can Everton get a goal to make it interesting? Brentford have been well on top this last 15 minutes. Without looking really dangerous, but Liverpool, you do their usual thing where they just go missing between... Liverpool seem to go missing between 65 minutes and 80 minutes every single game. Right, here we go. Gakpo, edge of the box, breaking. Cut inside, shoot surely? Nope. Oh, Kyrgyz goes for a left footer, but it bounces off player's back and that's corner. Gakpo should be coming in and doing better, getting a shot off there. Gakpo. Gakpo cuts inside, can't get a shot off. Yeah, let me know if you think Slotty's going to speak, Natasha. It's going to be interesting. I don't even want to listen to him, but I will. Brighton fans are leaving, yeah. The jig's up for them. 3-0 battered. Battered by Man United, Natasha. It's so horrible that we're doing poorly and the Man United are on the rise. We hate to see it. All right, Szoboszlai. Back to put a cross into the box. Not a great corner, the in-swinger. Not a great corner from Sobo there. Still 8 minutes. Tottenham game's well behind. City and Pep. It's all over with a defeat, it seems. Frimpong now, what's he got? Centrally, Trey Morris-Nioni. Have a shot, son. Do something. Lofted in by Curtis Jones. Can't be flicked on. Szoboszlai, right side of the box. Chops it back for his left. For Frimpong, right side, chalk on his boots. What has he got? Plays a 1-2 with Flirts. Nice. Should have probably looked for the contact there. Nice play between Wirtz and Frimpong, but Frimpong does nothing. Cleared by Keane Lewis Potter. McAllister, Wirtz. Back to McAllister in the box. Shoot. Virgil gets his shot all wrong. So, just a few minutes left of Liverpool's Premier League season. It's going to be interesting to see what happens on the pitch afterwards, as Natasha pointed out. Guys, can I please just remind you, please do drop a like on the stream. Hit that thumbs up button for me, please. Joe Gomez coming on, so Joe Gomez won't be getting a goal. But at least he's coming on the pitch. Well, you never know, he could get the winner. Wouldn't that be a great fairy tale? And we don't even get Isak on the pitch. I'm going to give Isak a go. Give him 5-10 minutes, try and win the game. Try and win the game. Oh, no. Can Liverpool at least Can Liverpool muster another chance? Ugh. Brentford breaking. There's so much space at the pitch for Brentford to run into. Well played by Kirkes. Are Liverpool going to go out with a bang or a whimper to their 25-26 Premier League season? Coyote is lining up. Arna's always got the handbrakes on, Peter, exactly. And the thing is, though, when you look at some of the players, he's like driving a high-tech Porsche with the handbrake on. Coyote, the ball comes in, cleared by Kirkes. Nice clearance. 10 additional minutes. Wow. Brentford have to go for the win. If they can get a win, Brentford, they get Europe. But surely that will leave gaps for Liverpool to exploit. It's 10 minutes of additional time. We've already had 1 minute of it. Brentford now loading up the box. They're going for a big win here. Played across. Oof. Good chance from Brentford, but it's being cleared by Kirkes, who tries to sweep it out wide to Frimpong. Nicely taken down. Wirtz, who have you got? Go on, Wirtz, what have you got? Cups inside. Oh, loses it, Wirtz. There's going to be another goal here, I reckon. There's going to be another goal here because Brentford are either going to go for it and just die trying because they're out of the European places at the moment. If Brentford can get a winner, they'll end up in 7th. So they've got to go for it. And that should leave a gap for Liverpool to exploit to get an Anfield winner. McAllister reading a book. Well won back by Trey Morris-Nioni. Frimpong, right side of the box. What's he got? Delivery. Put one in. Ooh. Szoboszlai intercepts but flicks it towards Keller. Dangerous chance, but no power in it. Brentford piling everyone forward. This has definitely got another goal feed, even though the quality's been poor. Brentford are so open now, but they're going for it. Into the box, Brentford, pushing forward. Thiago, battling with Van Dijk. Oh, Szoboszlai gives it away. Damsgaard. Brentford hustling, putting a lot of energy into this last 8 minutes of additional time. Surely, with them putting everything forward, either Brentford are going to score here or Liverpool's going to catch them on a break. Surely. Coyote, is he coming across for the long throw? Coyote launches one into the box. Someone goes down under a challenge, but it's... Oh, Van Dijk goes down. Janelt, yellow. Van Dijk down in pain. Ooh. Look like Van Dijk's kind of twist his knee, maybe. Keith Andrews fuming on the sidelines. Van Dijk gets up gingerly. '94th minute at Anfield. Tottenham still winning 1-0. West Ham have secured the points more or less, but Tottenham are still 1-0 up and they are staying in the Premier League by the skin of their teeth. West Ham are relegated as it stands. Big kick out by Alisson. Brentford get play underway quickly. Ref brings them back. So surprised about Man City losing at home to Villa. I think they should have delayed his departure, like the news about it. I know you want to give him a good send off and all that, but since he's given the indication he's leaving Pep, they've just fallen off a cliff. But Gary says, crap final day. Yeah, it hasn't been very good, has it, mate? It has not. Your boys Arsenal have done well, though. Won like champions should. Ouattara cuts inside. Nioni. They're looking for everything now. 5 minutes left. Set piece by Brentford. What can they do here? Can you imagine if Liverpool lose this at the depth and go off in the summer with a defeat at Anfield? Can you imagine? Damsgaard swings it in. It's a good cross straight through. No, it's not a good cross. Straight into Alisson's hands. More or less a pass back. Alisson launches one over. Kirk breaking. Bodies forward. Szoboszlai. Over into the box. Wirtz. And doesn't score. Has to score, Wirtz. Saved by Kelleher. Good save by Kelleher. But this is what I was talking about. Szoboszlai across the goal. Wirtz. It's a not bad effort by Wirtz. He puts it in the way he needs to, but it's a great save by Kelleher. Tries to go through his legs. Kelleher's big save. But yes, so annoying seeing Queeving Kelleher do that great save, knowing that you've got Mamardashvili on the bench. Shambolic transfer that was, in my opinion. Right. Can we get a Joe Gomez winner? It will be a record if we get beat today, I think. You're right, Peter. It will be a record. 3 minutes left of the season. This torturous Liverpool season. Szoboszlai. Put it on Big Joe Gomez's head. Let's do it. I'm here for that one. Szoboszlai puts it in. Ooh. Frimpong outside of the box. Curtis Jones. Looking for the 1-2 with Wirtz, his best buddy. Nice. Frimpong turns in the box. What's he doing? Nothing. Too slow. Does nothing with it. Oh, doesn't get it under control. Szoboszlai's about to launch one into the box. Puts it in, flicked across. Decent corner, but it's cleared. Back to Jones recycling. Curtis Jones. Jones. Frimpong. Puts it wide over. Chips into the box, flicked on, into the hands of Kelleher. All right, ball won back by Brentford. They're tearing, Coyote running, everything. Good feet, great. Brentford look to beat Liverpool at Anfield for the first time since 1936. Trey Morris-Nioni, well played, boots it clear. Most of the Premier League season is wrapped up. West Ham beat Leeds 3-0, but it's too late, they're going down. Tottenham still winning, beating Everton 1-0. Too late from West Ham. Szoboszlai checks back inside, puts it out wide. Kirkes. Oh, it's just poor play from both sides. This is just a stupid game. It's become like basketball, just back and forth, but no one's got the quality. I mean, this says more about Liverpool than anything, because Brentford are desperate. They're leaving themselves wide open. Liverpool can't even make a really good chance other than that Wirtz chance. Damsgaard. Back to Damsgaard. Left by Frimpong. Poor defending by Frimpong. Leaves him completely clear into the box. You would have thought Brentford could have scored there. Liverpool are hopeless. Frimpong nowhere. This is shambolic. Goal. Oh my goodness. Brentford with a goal, with a chance. 4 yards out. He should bury it. We cannot defend. It's pathetic. Pathetic defending from Liverpool. Pathetic from Frimpong. This is the chance. Ball comes in. Shada and who is it? Ouattara. It's Ouattara who is 6 yards out and blazes his header over. Liverpool should have lost this game. Liverpool should have lost this game 2-1 there. Guaranteed. Disgusting. I mean, they didn't, but they should have lost. Awful. Awful. I know what you mean, Peter. I mean, obviously we don't want to lose, but honestly, I know you're listening on radio, but I'm telling you now, Brentford should have scored in the last minute there. And then that... do you know what? In some ways, if you said to me that Brentford win that and he gets the tin tack after that, it's P45, the sack. Because this man deserves a sack. That was awful. In the end, Frimpong looked absolutely all over the place. He was nowhere. He was literally 7 yards away from the player twice. Lost the player. Then had a chance to attack the player again. And he's nowhere near him. The cross comes in. Django Ouattara puts a header wide when he's got Alisson. He's got the whole goal to aim at. He should score there. And like you said, you kind of feel sorry for Brentford. I feel sorry for them because they were the only team really trying to win the game at the end. Absolutely shambolic. Players swapping shirts. Keller hanging with his Liverpool buddies. Mo Salah on the pitch. Honestly, that was such a disappointing last 5 minutes. Brentford should be there for the taking. But we were there for the taking. The fields of Anfield Road belts around Anfield. Brentford players disappointed. They were the better team. Second half, they were much the better team. Liverpool were so poor in the second. Liverpool were good in the first half, I'll give them that. Without looking dangerous, but just poor. Just poor. So now we're going to see what happens at the rest of it. Joe Gomez chatting to Keith Keller there. Jordan and Mo Salah sharing a moment. It's nice. It's nice seeing these old friends together. Mo and Virgil. Kelleher's with all the Liverpool players. It's like he's still playing for us. It's mad. What a shame we let that keeper go. To spend 25 million on Mamardashvili, who's not up to it. They're just showing a trailer for the Mo Salah tribute program they've made. Just watching a trailer for it now. Really emotional. It's amazing that it's over. End of an era at Anfield, 100%. So many accolades. Unbelievable. So hopefully you're going to show some coverage now from the... are they going to show anything from Anfield? Doesn't look like it. They're bigging up some save by Kinski. It was straight at him. I mean, and it was literally Everton's first shot on target. Absolutely shambolic. West Ham didn't even have a chance, really. Everton going for it in the last minute, but Spurs are going to stay up. No drama. No real drama on the final day of the Premier League. Hello, Humble. Nice to see you in the chat. Please do drop a like on the stream, Humble. Where would you rank Salah for all-time LFC greats? I would say Salah goes comfortably into the top 5. Comfortably into the top 5, Mo Salah. Maybe he could be, yeah, you know, you got Dalglish, Steven Gerrard, then maybe Mo Salah. But I'd put Stevie G at the number 1 spot myself personally. So hopefully that answers your question, Humble dude. But lovely to have you in the chat. Please do drop a like on the stream. Would really appreciate it. Thank you. Quick count USA. Welcome to the stream. West Ham going down, mate. They are gone. Done and dusted. Who's your team? Quick count. Let me know. Peter says, I watched Ray Houghton on all those podcasts yesterday. He had Mo about 5th in it all time. I would imagine he probably had Dalglish, Stevie G, John Barnes. 4th, maybe Hansen, maybe. But yeah, top 4. Yeah, top. That's why I said top 5. I was giving myself a bit of a let out. Quick count. Lovely to have you in the chat. Let me know who you support, my bro. And if you could drop a like on the stream, and if you like the content or you've watched some of it, please do consider subscribing. Quick count. Villa always, sir. Villa from the States, yeah? And whereabouts are you in the States, my man? Villa. What an amazing season. I would love your manager. Can we swap? You take Slot and we take Unai Emery, please. Obviously, you'd never want to get rid of Unai. Unbelievable manager. One of the most underrated managers in football history, in my opinion. That man deserves so much more respect. I salute you though, quick count. Spurs have stayed up. That is official. The whistle's gone, yep. Tottenham have stayed up. So many well, I'd like to say so many stories, but really, there's only really one true story, and that's West Ham going down. And now they're going to be, the vultures will circle and pick the carcass of their Premier League squad. Not that there's too many players you'd want from West Ham. Crescencio Somerville, Jared Bowen, Mateus Fernandes. Other than that, you are stretching for players that you would want from West Ham. Quick count USA. Yes, we happy this season was great. UEFA Champions League next season. Can't wait. I hear that quick count. The thing is, though, with Villa, the problem with Villa is obviously the constraints. They got a lot of money. Danny Dyer. But the problem, quick count, is that with Villa, they get Champions League and then the squad can't handle the amount of games and the intensity of the Champions League, which means their Premier League season drops or the quality drops, and then they end up missing Champions League and drop out of the top 4 or 5. And then because they had a nice run in the Europa League, obviously they won it, fantastic. But then to get back into the league, they've done well because they're strong enough. But next season, they need to bulk up the squad to be able to handle both the Prem and the Champions League. And that's the problem with Villa. They can't get the money in to maintain the push. Miss McGrabby, Salah is Premier League #1 ever. One of the best ever. I salute you, 100%. He is up there in one of them. Miss McGrabby, are you a Liverpool fan? Please let me know in the chat who you support as well. Lovely to have you on board. First time speaking to you, so welcome to the stream. Just trying to find some coverage of the rest of the season. So many things, so many exciting things could have happened today, and in the end, nothing truly exciting happened. Spurs stayed up. West Ham went down. And more importantly as well, guys, let us know where you're from. Miss McGrabby, where are you from? And quick count, where in the USA are you from? Let me know. And let me know if you agree with me on my take on Aston Villa and how they handle Premier League and Champions League next season. Let me know if you agree with my thoughts. De Zerbi doing an absolutely amazing job. Amazing job for Spurs, keeping them up. A team that never really should have been in trouble, but in trouble they were. Quick Count says, I'm from London, but now living in Austria. Man, you get about. That is cool. That is so cool. Austria, you're lucky, man. Very lucky. Beautiful country, so I hear. And you're from London originally. Whereabouts in London? Let me know, bro. I'm originally from Hackney. I'm a Hackney boy. And, yeah. Your account says Quick Count USA, so I assumed you were from the States. You've obviously got an affinity with the States, so you've obviously been there as well. That's cool, man. Like, you're living your life, getting about. That's what we like to see. Miss McGrabby says, anonymous. No problem. That is fine. Natasha says, is Slot going to speak? Well, hopefully we're going to find out. I'm not sure if there's any... I'm trying to find some coverage of it. But we shall see. Quick Count says, just pick random username, mate. I hear you. No problem. Haroon is back. Man, I can't stop crying. I hear you, Haroon. I did get a bit choked up when I saw Mo Salah taking the applause, to be fair. I did get quite... I did feel quite emotional. Miss McGrabby, I know you're anonymous, and that is obviously your prerogative. And yeah, but are you definitely a Liverpool FC fan? Is that your team? Let me know. And what do you think of the season? I'm sure you are a Liverpool fan, but let me know what your thoughts are on Liverpool's season. Haroon says, it is a very emotional day, I know. It's tough, Haroon, it's tough. And it is definitely a side story regarding the emotional aspect of the players leaving. What did you make of the team's performance, though? What did you make of Liverpool's performance today? I thought we were terrible in the second half. And towards the end there, Brentford definitely should have won last minute, I thought. Shocking. Nearly as shocking as me still having the timer running on this clock. So let me stop that. And let's get that off and get on the football scene. We can bring up the final Premier League table as well. Have a little look. Who's going to replace Salah now? Well, this is the beautiful thing about the transfer window opens, so the excitement starts. Maybe a Jared Bowen can battle it out with a young Diamande. Mo Salah tearful on the pitch, they're showing. Maybe Diamande and Bowen can take the mantle of Salah and push forward. Let Bowen be the older head that guides Diamande into the boots of Mo Salah long term. Diamande, a right footer, but can play left wing as well as right wing. So maybe it's going to be those, Haroon. Bowen, Diamande, those guys. So yeah, very emotional day all round. Pep. City beaten by Villa at home. Phenomenal by Aston Villa to beat Manchester City. It's all about goodbyes today. Looking at the final Premier League table of the season, Arsenal champions. Look at that, 7 points clear. Not even close in the end. City second. Look, Man United not even that far behind Man City. Only 7 points. Villa miles clear of Liverpool. Liverpool just about Champions League in fifth. Shambles. Bournemouth 6. But Bournemouth don't get Champions League, they get Europa. Sunderland sneak into the Europa. Brighton get the conference. Brilliant from Brighton. Brentford 9th. Chelsea 10th. Poor season from Chelsea. Fulham. Newcastle. Everton. Leeds. Palace. Forest. Tottenham sneak into 17th. Survival. West Ham are relegated with Burnley and Wolverhampton Wanderers. Final Premier League table of the season. Peter said Brentford were robbed. Mate, in the end, they should have got the win. I'm telling you. Quick Count says, just sad Pep left Man City. I think it's a shame when you get these great managers leaving. With Arsenal now, you'd say that Arsenal could be set to dominate the Premier League for a little while. So, you know, it's going to be open next season. If Villa get some players in, Villa could mount a title challenge. They've got the manager to do it. Quick Count. Liverpool, if we can get a new manager, we should be in the mix. Arsenal will obviously be in the mix. City should be in the mix. So, yeah. It's going to be a really interesting Premier League season next season. I'm just hoping that Liverpool can be in contention once more. But we shall see. But yes, Pep leaving Man City. I wish Pep had left 5 years ago. Liverpool would have had a couple more Premier League titles, but it is what it is. They will finish middle of the table next season, I think. Who are you talking about? Manchester City? Nah. I mean, it actually depends. Actually, we don't know what's going to happen because you've got the 115 to 130 Premier League charges that may be coming their way. So if they get hit with any charges, anything could happen. Could end up getting relegated. But if things stay the same, the status quo stays the same, and they keep more or less the same squad. Enzo Maresca comes in as manager. He's a good manager. He can keep them in contention. He's obviously no Pep Guardiola, but you know there'd be a top 2 or 3. You would imagine, even with a new manager, I think. But we shall see. That's what it's all about. Opinions and whatnot. That's just my belief, though. But yeah, Pep leaving. It's the end of an era. I think now Liverpool need to bring back Jurgen Klopp. That's what we should do. Bring back Jurgen Klopp now that Pep has gone. Trophy celebration to be done at Crystal Palace. Hopefully they're going to show what happens at Anfield. And we can have a look at other stuff in and around. Yeah, Quick Count says, yeah, that Liverpool do when Klopp... Not there. Yeah, that Liverpool do when Klopp not there. Peace, mate. I know, rest in peace, innit? I know, R.I.P. for us. Putting up with Arne Slot football. I mean, fair enough, Arne Slot won the league. But he needs to go. He definitely needs to go. Sunderland sneaking into Europa League 7th place. Brilliant. What a season from Sunderland. Absolutely incredible. Incredible stuff. I'm putting it in the chat. I'm putting that energy out there. LFC need to remove Slot absolutely ASAP, people. Absolutely ASAP. Cameron says, AFC, Arsenal FC are champions. That's all I care about. Respect to you and your team. I don't know. Natasha says, has Slot spoken? I do not know because I cannot get coverage of the game. It's like once the coverage of all the other games have gone, they've just moved away from it. So we don't know yet. So we're gonna have to find out, Natasha, in due course. It's going to be interesting to see. I mean, we're going to have to look for videos on it online, and I'd love to know what the reaction is to Slot speaking. I think it'll go down like a ton of bricks, Natasha. To be honest, what say your thoughts? But Haroon, how are you doing, my man? How are you coping with the fact that that Mo Salah's leaving? I can tell you're gutted. As all us Liverpool fans are. But it's been an amazing season, really. You know, a lot of drama. So many things that you wouldn't expect to happen have happened. Yeah, it's quite phenomenal, really. Natasha says, has he gone? Don't know, Natasha. We have to find out. Oh, it's live on LFC, is it? It's live on Liverpool FC. Ah, right. Let's try and find that. Right. Let me try and find that. Offline. Nope. Can't get that. Let's have a look. LFC. Let's try and find it. Match Centre, live reaction from Anfield. Right. This is what we've got. Natasha, if you're there, it says, and now it's Salah's turn. That's after a run through all of his stats and achievements. The post-match presentation is underway. Robertson walks through his guard of honour with the cop giving his chant an air. Aha. So we've got Robertson. Right, so we can find it. So let's find it. Yeah, I'm finding it. Yep, I'm finding it. Wow, look at the chat is unbelievable. Look at the chat on the official Liverpool page. Slot out, slot out, slot out, slot out, slot out. How can they ignore this? It's absolutely incredible. It's literally slot out. Slot out, slot out, slot out. It's unbelievable. Mo Salah in tears. Indeed, Peter, proper tears. Proper tears. Peter, you need to see what's happening in the chat. It's unbelievable. Obviously, the messages of support for Salah and Robbo, there's crying emojis and all this sort of stuff. But every other sentence is slot out. It is incredible. Oh, you can see it. You're looking at it. Okay, got ya. But yeah, it's incredible, right? I mean, if FSG are seeing this, it's honestly, how can you back him? I can't believe, honestly, I cannot believe it. The amount in the chat is absolutely incredible. The slot resentment is incredible. It really is, isn't it? It's 99% slot out. It's absolutely wild. A bit like what Natasha was saying. I want to see what happens when Slot takes the microphone. If he does. I don't think Slot will. I honestly don't think he will. Yeah, there is a few empty seats. I was just thinking the same thing. It's unbelievable. In terms of like celebrating the players, all it is Slot out. And I don't know if a lot of it is going to be cut and paste and, copy and paste, repeat. But honestly, so many names are just flying up the screen. And it's just Slot out. I see a lot of the names repeating though, to be fair, but it just doesn't matter. It just goes to show the sentiment, the anger for somebody to keep copy and pasting stuff like that. Just goes to show people have had absolutely enough. Incredible. It's nice to see these guys giving their time back. It's nice to see the guys giving their time back to the fans. And yeah, very emotional scenes and whatnot. But yeah, I just can't get over the messages on that chat. It's absolutely wild. just hammering. Lovely to see these scenes. Men of the people. Right, on that note, I'm going to bring the stream to an end, and yeah, I'll check out the rest of the goodbyes and the celebrations from Anfield, or the, well, should be recriminations, I reckon. But yeah, he did break the assist record. You're right, Peter. That's, you know, at least he's got that to take away from him, which is really good. But yes, mate, sorry, I was wrapping up. It's been a very long stream, long day, warm day. But yes, that is the end of Mo Salah and Andy Robertson at Anfield. Their legacy is intact, but their careers are now over. A very sad day, really, overall. Shame that we couldn't get the win for them in the end. But it all kind of feels about right, really, and sums up the season. That we don't... Mo Salah, morning Salah, you know, what a bloke. He certainly is. Peter, lovely having you in the chat, my man. Lovely to see you again. Hopefully I'll see you soon on the next live stream. Maybe on Wednesday if you can pop by. That'd be lovely. Nice to have you in, Jamie Rowland. Please do drop a like on the stream. Be much appreciated. But yes, on that note, I'm going to bring the stream to an end. We've had a wild day in the Prem, but without anything truly really being settled other than a relegation battle, with West Ham going down, Spurs keeping their Premier League status. We saw Sunderland sneak into the final Europa League positions with Bournemouth as well. Liverpool secured Champions League football, but went out on a bit of a whimper of their seasons. Arsenal finished the day with a win, moving 7 clear of City in second, with Pep leaving the Etihad on a loser. So a semi-eventful day without anything really majorly fun or exciting happening. But that is me, Ade, the veteran arcade soldier, wrapping up today. I'll be back in a few days, possibly Wednesday, for the Europa Conference final, which will be Crystal Palace versus Rayo Vallecano. That will be my next live stream. So until then, I'll catch you next time. Thank you and take care. For the last of you still here, please do drop a like on the stream. It's all much appreciated. And do consider subscribing to the channel. If you do see this back as a watch along, then please do obviously let me know your comments in the comment section. Drop a like on the video. And please, like I said, do consider subscribing. So on that note, my name is Ade. I'm the veteran arcade soldier. And I'll see you on the next one. Thank you and take care.